I cannot stand the way you look.
Hey everybody, welcome back, loves. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel, everyone. And for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Catherine, and I hope that all of you are having a wonderful day today. There is a lot going on, but let's go ahead and get right into the reading. You guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those of you who are just coming in, please make sure. Those of you who are new, also check out everything in the description box below. I will talk about that a little bit later. I want to get started right in with the reading. I have this daydreaming. It flew out of the deck. Okay, you guys, I was literally shuffling, doing a pre-shuffle, okay, before I even started the video. And that card came flying out. And so I said, okay, I'm going to leave it right there because I am getting the energy here that with daydreaming here, I feel that there are certain things that you are wanting to manifest. You're wanting to manifest certain things. So in order to manifest certain things, you know that you have to align yourself in certain ways, right? And you're moving towards that. You know what that looks like. Like you have a plan. You have conquered, which is the hardest part for most people, is figuring out what it is that you need to do next, right? I feel like you have conquered that. Now you're at the point of actually going towards it. I feel as though there are those who are not in alignment, and the path that you are going on is the path that removes those who are not in alignment with your journey. And so I feel that you have come to terms with what that means for you. Okay. Separation does not mean that, you don't love, you didn't love, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you won't ever love again. It just means that separation is necessary, right? In order for you to thrive. And that is most important. So you've come to terms with that. All right. I feel that there are those who are on the outside though, or who are on the inside and know that they are soon to be on the outside. They are wanting you to second guess what your path is. Do you know what I mean? They want you to second guess. And I feel like there's an energy of creating some sort of lack or they're trying to create doubt. There it is. They're trying to create or plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Okay. But I feel like your head is above the clouds here. Okay. I feel like your head is above the clouds. This talks about an energy of someone who is daydreaming. Their head is in the clouds, right? But they're thinking about their hopes and dreams. Okay. When they are doing this. I'm not getting the energy, Cancer, that you are in any way being delusional. I'm thinking that there are others who are trying to create some sort of delusion in your mind. So we have distance here. Look, divorce, ghosted, and separation, right? I feel like that you are distancing, or there are others who are feeling that you may be ghosting them. Okay. This was just in the last reading that we did. And I feel like this person is somehow feeling that because you're moving in a different path, that you're somehow ghosting them. Okay. And this is not the case. Look, we have healing. See, I feel that you are on your healing journey, period. This is all about self-care. This is all about you doing what you need to do right now for Cancer. This does not have to do with you ghosting anyone. It's not even about the separation. It's about the healing that is taking place. And that's all you really need to do. Here it is. Like, here's the answer. If some of you are having a difficult time, and I feel like some of you may be having a difficult time because that is that season of cutting certain situations and or people out of your lives. And that can be difficult, and what could be more difficult is explaining to that person what time it is. You know what I mean? More than anything, because us as Cancers, we care about those even when we're walking away, right? We care about how they're going to be and feel and, and move and flow, because we want the whole to be happy, right? We're all about nurturing, taking care of, we're all about that family aspect and thinking of the unit, right, as a whole. So you're wanting everyone to heal, but this healing journey is requiring you to create or to have distance or separation with someone. It just is. Because again, this person may be delusional. This person may be in their head about things, not seeing the light. And you, on the other hand, I feel are above that. But I feel like you're more thinking about your goals, what you want to align yourself to, the things you are ready to manifest, right? So that is what I'm seeing right now. Okay. This is all about you getting into you, meditating, focusing on what your hopes and dreams are. That is what you are focused on more than anything. Look, under the deck, we have feminine energy. This is my Empress energy. This is all about abundance, right? But this talks about being nurturing. Okay, again, I feel like there's an energy of you caring, even though you're creating distance, right? It does not mean that you still aren't going to do it in a gentle way. There's energy of you separating yourself. There are others who don't, they don't want to see you go. So, they may try to create some sort of mind. They may play some mind games with you. You know what I mean? But I feel like you're definitely above this. You definitely are seeing this for what it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at Koture before we move forward with a different oracle message here. So let's see, what do we have for this daydreaming energy? What are Cancers daydreaming about? Cards are being really sticky. Guys, I will be in the studio this weekend doing things. Not going to be doing any recording yet, but I am going to be in there working and doing some cleaning. The weather has prevented me from really starting, so that's why. Okay. I have not been over there yet. So, daydreaming. What about this daydreaming energy? All of these cards want to pop out here. Okay. Look, the Two of Swords is one of the cards that tried to pop out before, and I put it back. I didn't look at the other ones. I don't know what it is, but the Two of Swords came back out. And this is ultimate energy of someone who is thinking about something. This could be an energy of, like I said, the Two of Swords talks about a separation or someone who has information, right, that they're seeing that others may not see. Okay, so you could be thinking about, how you're going to have this conversation, like I said, about telling this person or communicating that you are going in a different direction, right? This is all about you are in your head. You're thinking this is what you're thinking about. You're wanting to manifest this new beginning, but you are thinking about how you're going to communicate the separation. Okay. So yeah, we have the Eight of Wands, which again, this is all about communication and it's all about going in a different direction, right? So again, you're having this information that you're wanting to talk to this person about, and it's hard, letting this person know that there's a separation that is going to be had. And we have the Two of Cups. So this is not just any connection. This is not just any person that you didn't have feelings for. Very strong feelings coming out of this situation. And look, under the deck, we have a major arcana. This is the Sun. And look, the Hangman. See, there's a truth that is going to be communicated or told. And I feel that with this Hangman energy, you're uncertain, you're feeling some type of way. You don't want to feel as though you're leaving this person hanging, right? There's energy of, you want to be honest and come forth with whatever you need to do to let this person know. Not stringing this person along is the most important thing you can do, Cancer, right? So don't just be thinking about it in your head about it. If you have made a decision, okay, that you are going to do something and it means separating or some sort of you know separation basically, or you walking away from a relationship or someone, don't drag that conversation on basically. I feel like yeah, the sooner that you are open and honest with this person about whatever decisions that you have made, the better. Okay. The sooner you are open and honest, the better. So tell me about distance. Tell me about distance. Okay. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So this is definitely an energy of somebody who is jumping out there, right? They're just jumping right out there. They're not, going to sit there and mince words about a situation. When they are separating from an individual, they are doing it. This is someone who is leaving, right? Extroverted energy, someone who's ready to go. They're not afraid. They're going to be doing this, okay? And pages are messengers. So there's a message about an action that is going to be taking place, and this is the separation here. Okay. Under the deck, look, the Ten of Wands. Okay. So this definitely is telling me this person is feeling a lot of stress about this. This is your energy. This is you being a little overwhelmed about this conversation. All right. With the Hermit here behind the scenes. Okay. So again, there's energy of like thinking things through, right? Before you just jump out there and take action. So, wanting to be sure you're doing the right thing, but feeling a lot of responsibility that you have to have this conversation is what I'm getting. So, it's important to just do it, right? And we have the Five of Wands behind the scenes. So, again, this is stress on, I feel like you're just stressed out overall. You don't want this to turn into an argument or a situation where you and this person are going back and forth. That is kind of what I'm getting. So, what is the best way to let this person know the truth, right, without causing a big commotion? Okay, so again, you are on your healing journey. So, it's going to start where you are leaving potentially, right? So, there's an energy the situation and having closure and moving forward. That's the goal, but it's not necessary, right? That's another thing that some people mistake. Healing isn't all about getting closure with the other person. Sometimes it's about having closure with your own self. And two cards just flipped out within the deck. Let's see what they are. So look, healing, Four of Swords, y'all. Look at this. Okay, my ears are literally ringing right now. So Spirit is doing its thing. Tune in. And we have the Three of Cups. Look at that, y'all. This is about getting together and, sitting down, getting together and having a conversation, really, wanting to meet up and talk to this person. And listen, healing. There's an energy of needing to take some time out for yourself. Okay, perhaps even doing it from behind a wall. Like there's energy of maybe you're reaching out to this person, after you have gone on some sort of vacation or sabbatical. There's an energy of getting with this person, but maybe after you've taken some time out for yourself, right? So again, there's an energy of this is what you're going to let this person know. I feel like this is the Spirit's way of giving you a way out, okay? This is Spirit's way of giving you a way out and a healthy way out. Okay, so you're helping yourself and also, letting this person down in a sensitive way. We have feminine energy. It was not in the reverse. So it's very much an energy of you being your nurturing, loving, healing self. That is Queen of Cups, and that's all the queens embodied when I get that card. Underneath the deck here, look, Four of Wands. Okay, listen, this is all about feeling at home, wanting people to feel safe, comfortable, loved. This is not you separating in an ugly way, but this is this is your way of, you know, getting things done. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward to do what you need to do and not feeling some type of way. Look, with the Nine of Swords, see, we have the Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Nine of Swords. I feel to me that this is an energy of you making the right decision, knowing you did the right thing. Like you're going to be able to sleep at night with the Strength card here. There's an energy of knowing you did the right thing. See, this goes from an energy of somebody having trouble sleeping to with that Leo energy, confident, knowing that you stood up and did what was right. Okay, knowing that you stood up and did what was right. So tell me about feminine energy here. Again, there is energy of you being very, very, what's the word? Sensitive, compassionate, nurturing, loving. Like, look, Ten of Cups. How can there's an energy of you are all about love, right? You're all about emotional stability, wanting others to be happy, and also about your own happiness. And I feel like for you, that's where it starts. You know what I mean? Making others happy. People are going to want you to be happy. I heavily resonate with that. You can be going through war with someone. You know what I mean? And the best way to stop is just literally to stop and go in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? But love on yourself more. Love on yourself first, and it's going to attract others to you, and you love on them. And even if that means separation, distance, because sometimes that's loving on yourself, right? Is distancing yourself from energies that are not, don't, you don't want to coexist with. Just put it that way. Okay. So doing it in a nice way, but being honest. Look at this Ace of Swords under the deck. See, this is an energy of you operating in your truth, but doing it in love, right? This is you still being honest with this person, still letting them know. And look, the Six of Swords, you are moving on. You are moving on. There's energy of being able to move on faster. Okay. You're able to manifest what you want. You're going to have peace. You're going to be able to heal and do your self thing and not have to explain to others, not have to carry this weight, not have to feel as though you're babysitting someone else's feelings, right? But you're doing what is best for you, right? So some of y'all, this is going to hit home with, and you're going to, because like I said, when we love cancers, we hold on tight, even when it's not good for us, and that's not good. So it's time to learn how to still love while separating, while doing what you need to do for you. Okay. There was something that I wanted to read to you at the beginning, and I got cut off. And I ended up restarting the reading, but I didn't come in and read this message. This is something that I wrote, another one of my writings, and I want to share it with you. What you will come to realize as a Cancer. Okay, that's just kind of how I titled it. You are a walking miracle. When one door closes, another one opens for you. When it comes to who and what you love, you are very protective, and your ancestors have the same regard for or when it comes to you. You have a high sense of honor for the Creator, and also those that created you. There is a strong magnetic attraction between you and your close friends and family because of your strong, nurturing spirit. Y'all, how relevant this is. I wrote this some time ago before this reading. It says you draw a lot of attention from others. Okay, with that feminine energy, this is coming in very heavily. You know and appreciate the ability and need to spend time alone with that hermit baby. Come on, healing. On your healing journey, you know and appreciate the need to spend time alone. Where's that Four of Swords? Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. There it is. Okay, you know and realize what this means. You appreciate that. You find the greatest moments of clarity and spiritual awakening when you are alone. Spirit wants this alone time with you. You will blossom and bloom as you bask in the spiritual rays of the sun, as it heals you, as you remain still in its presence. That is for you. I think that very much resonates with the energy here. So, any spiritual advice for you in this reading? Let's see. What is the spiritual advice for Cancer? Spiritual advice for Cancer in this energy. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer. What is the advice from Spirit for Cancer in this moment? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell us about Cancer in the collective. What is the advice for Cancer in the collective? Okay, we got quite a bit here. I mean, I got a lot. Okay, so let's see. The wishing well, unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. Look at this, unexpected gifts, kindness, and karmic Jewels. Look at that. First of all, Jewels. So beautiful. That was my father's name. And he was one of the most beautiful male humans I've ever met in my entire life. He was just amazing. His work ethic, family ethic as a human being was just amazing. He was a beautiful son, brother. Oh gosh, he was just amazing. So, anyways, moving on. My ears are ringing. But the wishing well, there are going to be some unexpected to you. Expect a surprise because of the kindness that you offer. I feel others. I feel like, especially in times when people will think that you would turn their back. That is what I'm getting. Karmic jewels. You understand? You may even receive something from someone that you are not with. This could even be someone that you're separating from. They are going to want to do things for you. So start to expect the unexpected to happen. Even as you are on this journey, it's going to be a lot easier because, like I said, it's going to be for the good. I feel like for others, not, this is awesome. Okay, so look, we have Atlantis here. Keep the big vision. Stay in a as you grow. Y'all, didn't I just say that at the beginning of this reading? It was all about you being in alignment, wanting to be in alignment. You want to manifest this new journey that you're on, right? But you're having to stay and look at the bigger picture. It's not necessarily about feeling a certain type of way. You have to do what you have to do when you have to do it. And you're just going to have to let people know. Okay. Don't have any fear. When you've made up your mind and the decision to go in the direction that God has put you on and your purpose, God showed me that I'm going to be gathering people with my hands and my arms. He showed me this, and that bringing them to an elevated place. I had a dream. Like I said, this was when I was in the hospital dying, you guys. And my son, who has transitioned, he is in heaven now. Was born with special needs. He and I were both in the hospital, and we both went in the ICU on the same day. We both were like completely not aware for a long time. I came back to consciousness before he did, but he came back as well. So, like I said, it was spiritual. It was 3 days for me that I don't remember, but it was like a week for him. So it was very interesting. I came to, and like 3 days later, he was out of the ICU and was doing better as well. So that was very difficult, being in one hospital, him in another, me getting out, getting better, and making sure he was good. It was just a lot at that time. There was a lot, but God brought me to a special place and showed me some visions. Okay. But this is really making my ears ring because it says stay in alignment as you grow. Do you see what I'm saying? Keep the big vision. You're not perfect. You haven't healed yet. You're going into your journey. You're just starting. You know what I mean? So there's the energy of you're still in that position. So you're going to be, I feel, for me, you're going to be compassionate with others, right? Because they're in a position that, you were once in with them. Do you know what I'm saying? You have awakened and you're getting into alignment. So there's the energy of being compassionate with those that you're moving away from. And you know that the light is going to be kind of dim for them without you there. So you know this. So, hey, hopefully people heal and grow and do what they need to do, and they can be back in your circle when you're coming back from self-healing. Okay, so let's see what we have here. King Tide. Wow, just reading that. Okay, King Tide. Okay, it's like reminding me of a lion. Okay, I'm getting the energy of a lion. Do you see that? It just looks like the lions, like, you know what I mean? like their head. But it says King Tide, okay? It says plenty, prosperity, okay? That's giving me King of Pentacles energy. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the full life, right? I feel like there's an energy of you are ushering in your stability, your protection, your safety. You are ushering in a very stable, peaceful, prosperous future. You have aligned. There are going to be gifts that are coming towards you. You're going to be receiving some very unexpected blessings. Abundance is coming your way because of these decisions that you have made, right? That's the energy that I'm getting here for you. Okay. This is absolutely beautiful. Keep a vision, and under the deck it says psychic abilities, the water oracle. Acting on visions, it's destined. Okay, this is in your destiny. This was destined for you. No one is going to be able to stop you. Don't let anyone, make you feel like it's not happening for you. Don't let anyone shake your confidence, especially those that you're walking away from, because that's their job. That's what they're going to do anyways, until they get on their own path of healing. And once that happens, this person may reach out to you in a very, very unexpected way, just out of appreciation, okay, for being as loving as you were, even when you were separating from them. So this is also about you being compassionate to others, okay, even when you're going on your healing journey and on your journey of self-care. Doesn't mean you have to give of yourself in a way that takes away from anything that you have going on, but still there's the energy of doing everything in a loving way. Okay, it's not about what, but it's about how. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, this message. I certainly did. If you would like to have more readings like this, Cancer, this was just a collective check in for you guys, just to see where you are collectively, and you're right in place. All right, so please go and watch the last reading I did. I feel like it ties in quite beautifully with this one, but you don't have to. But if you would like to, please go check it out. And my other readings, all my readings are timeless. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel, you guys. Hashtag win, so that you can be entered in your chance to win in the giveaway. I will be announcing winners again next weekend. And which the announcements are always on the first of the month. That is coming up in a couple days. So make sure you guys just subscribe to the channel. I will go live to announce the winners for the month. I did upload the video announcing the weekly winners last week, the bi-weekly winners, and then we'll do it again next week. All right. I love you, though, and I will see you more and more. I will upload some other videos later. I might go live, you guys. So let's see how it goes. I love you. Watch the video, thumbs up. It just depends on how many likes I get. Okay. So please like the video so that this can get out there in those streets. All right. I love you, and I will see you later. Bye.
I cannot stand